Hello and welcome. I started this video series about roll call to tell the story about how it came about, but I haven't shown it to you yet, and I'm thinking maybe that's what I'll do this week. I'll take you for a tour, show you the functionality of roll call. Maybe you'll find it useful and maybe decide to try it out for yourself. My name is Tim, and these are the stories of roll call. Here we are at Roll-Call.ca. This is the landing page, simple. There's only 3 buttons over here. There's my icon. This will change. It is a work in progress. I think I'm on my 3rd icon now, maybe 4. I don't remember. But this isn't static. We'll find the place eventually. It's a work in progress, as I said. But this is where we're going to start off. We've got a secondary logo down here in the right hand corner, One Shot RPG. That is from a friend of mine, one of the original 6 that is helping me. He's got a skill set that I don't have, and I'm relying on him and his experience to help me with a few things along the way. Please, there's a link there that takes you to Drive-Thru RPG. This is Dave, one of the original 6, as I said. He publishes game modules and is the author of his own game system, One Shot RPG. Go on over there and check him out, please. So I've got 3 buttons over here. Log in, register, and run to the Discord server. I'm going to hit that register button first, and that'll take us over to this registration page. Nothing to it. We're going to use a username here, your email, and a password. That's all we need. Hit the register, and you'll be good to go. Once you hit that register, it'll send you back to the landing page here, which will allow us to log in, and that's what we're going to do at this point. So let's go back. You notice there's login credentials here, and my username, I'm just going to call it Tim, and my password. This display name is, hey, there's one already populated. This display name is what's going to be showing on your media stream for the other players to see. If you put nothing in there, it will default to your username, depending on how you want it to be displayed. You don't need to put anything. It'll default to your username if you don't want. So now we got an account. We're going to log in here. It takes us to a room selection page. So here we've got a selection of 21 rooms. This allows us to separate groups. You want to come in here, you log in, you want a private group chat just for your gaming group. You select one of these. They're not made by any one particular person. They're a list. All of these names are well, there's a few exceptions, but most of these names are all from past campaign characters from the original 6, all here listed. They have some meaning to us in one way or another. So you'll be able to go in and you'll be able to see if there's anyone in that room. 0 online, 0 total. And I had logged in on an earlier one on my phone. There I am right there in this room. I'd logged in just to have this displayed, because there's also another field here that says leader, test guide. The first person in the room has authority to act on a few functions within that room. We're going to join up. So they are in Oakleaf right now. We're going to hit join room, and what we're going to do is sign up. Hey, and there I am right there. I am in Oakleaf room. Now, all of these room backgrounds represent a gathering place. That was a choice, a specific choice by me. Whenever you're gaming, you're always, when you're younger, you sit around the mom's kitchen table, and then you go to, the apartment of one of your buddies, or sitting on the couch. You always collect first before you're gaming, and that's why I chose, gathering places. And you will find there's a different gathering place for each room, linked to the characters that the rooms were named after in one way or another. Up above there, you see Connect to Guild. That's the button. This will only become active if there's 2 or more people in that room. If you just come in there yourself, it'll say the rooms remain inactive, more must gather, and you won't be able to click on it. So I'm going to go ahead and connect to my other self.
There I am right there.
All ready to go now. I better mute that. So here we are. We have two people connected. It starts off as a 2x2 grid, and once that's full, then it goes to 3x2. And once you see the numbers there, it'll go to a 3x3 grid for a total of 9 people altogether. Every person in there is going to have their own display as you entered it with on the login screen. Everyone has their own mute button. That's a mute button right there. You can hear me echoing, maybe. But everyone has their own mute button on their own screen. You don't have to go looking for it. There it is. On the left-hand side, there is our command rail. This is where all the functionality is other than media. First button up there, die table. I'm going to bring that out. There we go. I had a standard set of 6 dice. We also have a percentile dice. And this skull die, that's for the original 6. Really, it's just a die 6. And if you roll a 1, it's bad news. Just we use it for adding some drama. And it's lots of fun. Okay. For any die that you roll, we have the die history down here. No rolls yet, it says. I'm just going to roll a die 6 here. Bang. I rolled 1 die 6. My result is 5. And I got a total. So if I want to roll multiple die 6s, let's clear it. So we're starting fresh. I want to roll 3 die 6. I just rolled 3 die 6. I hit it 3 times. I got a 3, 3, and a 5. It totaled it up for me. Got an 11 altogether. I can, if I wish, set a target as well. So I want to set a target of 4. I can have it for the total, or I can have it for each die. Either one. Let's start again here. Target greater than. For dice count, I want 4. So you don't have to click it. You only have to click it once. This will roll 2, 3, 4 versus greater than or equal to 4. I only have 1 success, which is a 6. It still gives you a total there, but you've got a little bit of flexibility. Let's clear that. I can have it for the total now instead of just each individual one. So maybe my target is 12 when I'm rolling. Ooh, let's make it a little easier. Let's just say 8. Let's say my target is 8 on 4 die 6. There it is. I rolled a 12, 6, 2, 1, and 8. So 12 versus greater than or equal to 8. We've got 1 success. That's fantastic. It'll count the number of successes too. Did I show you that? I don't know. Let's go each die again. And put this down to 3. And I'm going to have a roll here. Look at that. I've got 4 successes. Fantastic. All depends. I think it's pretty flexible. I like the way it works out. And this applies, these targets, these number of die, apply to any dice that you roll. Die 20. Oh, you can add bonuses if you want. Die 20 or attack bonus. There I go. I rolled 17, but I got a +3 for my bonus. I got a dirty 20, all ready to go. And this is shared with all of the users. This is broadcast to everybody in the room. If you hide the table, it won't be there. It'll get rid of that history. You can clear the rolls, and this will keep quite a substantial list. A little harder to find. The newest roll will always be on top. I just like to keep it tidy. Bang, 21%. I think it's fun. It works pretty good. Anyway, we're going to hide that table for now. Now we're going to open up this initiative tracker. Now, you can have them both open at the same time. No big deal. That's available. But for now, we're just going to look at this initiative tracker. Now, unlike the dice table, this does not broadcast to everybody. Maybe your GM just keeps track of the initiative and might want to take some liberties to who he wants to let go first. But we can just add a few characters here. I'll put me there, and I'm going to have a +1 initiative bonus. Then we're going to have Marsh Raven, one of the other original 6, and he's got a +2. And then we got Fazul. He also has a +1. And we got Barman. He doesn't have any bonuses there. We can choose which die we're rolling for initiative. Let's just go with the roll die 10, 6, 10, or 20. Arbitrarily chose some common dice that are used for different game systems. So we're rolling a die 10 for initiative. Oh, you know what? I forgot a bad guy. How about an NPC villain? And he's got, of course, he's got a +4 for initiative. Then I'm just going to click Roll Initiative. And what it does is it automatically arranges the results and highlights whomever turn it is. So Marshraven goes first. He's got the highest roll. And then I hit that next button and it'll just go down the list. So it'll keep track and maybe give you a reminder of who we just finished and who we got to next. So we just keep hitting next and we can roll through that. And then for the next round, we just hit Roll Initiative again. And then it will organize the turn order for you. You can change these on the fly to something else if you wish. This is as far as we got. I think that works pretty good. Oh, and it's perpetual too, because if you need the real estate, you want to get rid of it just for the time being, you can make it go away. Now, this lock room right here, you can only the room leader, the first person in the room, has the authority to lock a room. Now, it's hovering right there, but it's not doing anything because I can't click on it. I wasn't the first person in the room. My phone was. I'm just going to go ahead and click on that if I can. Doesn't show any difference. The next functionality here that we find in the command rail is this lock room. You'll notice that I can't do anything with it because this user that I'm showing here you now was not the first one in the room, first person in the room, so I don't have the authority. This one does, but I don't. You won't be able to see any difference for that. I'm going to cut and I'll show you that a little bit after to make sure you see what it is that it looks like. The X card right here is the next one in the command rail. That is a safety device. If you're uncomfortable with or need to move on from the topic at hand, need to take a break, you go ahead, hit that X card button, and it will flash red like that, just in its anonymous, doesn't pinpoint anybody. It's just that indicator for the GM to move on. And you'll notice that I can't clear it. Now that I triggered it, only the room leader, the first person in, has the authority to clear it. So I'm going to clear that here, and you'll notice that away it goes. And the very last button on that command rail, if you need to go to work or some other foolishness, you got that disconnect button. Go ahead, click out, away you go. It's time to move on. Okay, so I logged out and I logged back in. As you can see, I'm in a different room here. I'm in a room electric blue once more. It's a gathering place in one way or another. I'm going to mute myself because I'm going to log in here on my phone so you can see. Now, just to highlight, the runes remain silent, more must gather. I cannot push that connect button because I'm the only one in the room currently. So let's get me logged in here. Join in. Whoops. There we go. I connected. I've got another user in the room. Connect to guild becomes active. And I'm going to mute that before I get too carried away. I'm going to connect to guild. And there I am in all my glory. And now you can see this red X right here. Because I am now the primary, the first user in this room. I'm the leader, the GM. I have the authority to kick other people out. Kick test guy if I wish, if they're being behaving in a manner unbecoming a gentleman, you can ask them to leave. And also the lock room function. You can see now that I am the leader, I can lock that room and it changes state to unlock, and I can control that. If I got a full room, I don't need anybody else, and I can prevent anybody else from coming in. So that was it. That was my roll call. I'm very proud of it. I built it from scratch with no, as I said, no programming experience. It had taken me a while, a lot of frustration, but I hope you enjoy it. So please give it a try. It's totally free. It's not going to cost you a thing. Go and head on over to the Discord. Let us know where you're successfully being able to use it from. We're still testing it as best we can. I could use your help with that. But thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time for more of the stories of Roll Call.